Hello, everybody. It's Jeremy, and welcome to Dragon Ball Super Card Game Countdown to Purge. I know we talked a little bit about it in the opening video on the first. So, just to kind of give you an idea what the Purge is for us, it's going to be October 24th at our local game store. And the Purge is pretty much the one day. It used to be 9 bar. Our tournaments run during the day now. The one day that you can play whatever you want. It can be unbanned. It's uneroded. It's eroded back to its original wording. If the card has been limited to one, you can play up to 4 copies of that card now. So it's kind of a day to just kind of let our players go haywire. Build whatever you want to build. You can make it as busted as you want to, and it's usually well received. People tend to really like the format because it gives you an opportunity to play your old cards. How busted can you really make something? But it's also a format. I tell everybody, it's like, look, you can't be salty. I mean, this is it's like an alternate universe kind of thing. Like if all this was unbanned, how would it look? Um, and it just gives them an outlet to play that kind of busted janky stuff. And some people don't like it. Some people are like, it's no point. It's all it doesn't matter. Like it's all like if I was going to a tournament, I would never see any of this stuff. And you're right, but it's just fun to play. If you like just how ridiculous can you get a deck. So today, what I wanted to go over, I'm not really going to go over my deck, but I'm going to go over some of the cards and everything about if some of you don't know what cards have been banned or eroded or limited. Um, and just kind of talk about each one of them a little bit, and just kind of introducing everyone to just kind of like how uh, busted some of these cards are, and tell some of my horror stories with some of the cards. So let me go ahead and do some movie magic here and make myself a little smaller, and then let's go ahead and pull up the Bandai's. I was already scrolling down a little bit here. This is the ban cards. Either for the official tournaments, these cards cannot be put in your decks or side decks. So these cards are completely banned from the game. We start with the early ones here. Of course, Belmod. He recently got hit. He's just really good because he's able to send 3 cards from your battle area to your drop and play for free, and he KOs a card. He's a 20k blocker. I never had any big issues with him, but I never really tried to play him in a tournament. Here's Mercenary Talent, an equal assassin. If your leader card is red and you have 3 or more non-token battle cards in play this card from your hand and it gains critical for the turn. People thought, well, it's just, a red leader, which is fine. Or maybe if you change it to Earthling, red Earthling. Red in itself is just really good because it does, for what it doesn't say, I don't think it says, yeah, it doesn't say, it just says battle cards. It doesn't even get a specific color to the battle cards. Red's really good about just spamming. Some red decks are just really good about spamming, and he was just a free, just boop, there he is, 15k critical. He was an issue. I played against him a couple of times. Not super dumb, but pretty dumb. Bardock the Resolute. This is a free play if your leader card is red, and when your opponent's life is added to their hand or placed in the drop area by skill. So, like if it was critical, or I think maybe Double Strike was one of the skills. Again, another free play card. If you notice, a lot of these are just like you don't have to spend any energy, no energy, free play, free play, free play. Now you had to meet the conditions, but with red specifically, this one, and this one were just super easy to do. And this one, the green one, which this one I don't like it as much. I know they were just trying to hit all the free play stuff at this time. This is the Sun Goku Power of a Legend, and he would come out if your leader was green and your opponent had a discard. So it worked with how green was supposed to be as far as like hand control deck. And he's a 15k critical, which green and critical, hand destruction and critical go hand in hand. Because critical, of course, when you attack their leader, and it hits, they don't get that card from life to the hand. It goes straight to the drop area, so it's good for hand destruction. I don't think this one was as bad because most green decks don't play a ton of dudes, so I don't think he was that bad. But I get it; they were just trying to hit all the free play stuff. The first leader we come up on the list is Mecca Frieza Resurrected Monarch. Now, he is the first leader card, the Mecca Frieza, to have a promo reprint of his old version and get banned both times. Like, both cards are banned. And just the fact that you were able to play extra yellow cards. Now, he was a little bit more tamed than the old one. We'll get to the old one and how dumb that was. His was mono yellow. I think it's when you activate a mono yellow extra card, which cost of 2 or less. That's his awakened side. His unawakened side is 1 or less. But you can't do it. I don't think you can do it for the rest of the turn. And if you do, activate that card without paying the energy cost. No, just a permanent. You can just keep ripping life, it looks like. I played this guy. There's a reason why I played this. When I first started getting ready for Gen Con, there's a reason why I was wanting to play him. Is because he is really good. Like, he was just really good. I had all the really good... I had access to all the really good extra yellow cards. Just a really good leader. It sucks that he's gone. I think he's not that terrible. I mean, because I played him, and it wasn't an auto win for me. And I'm not that good of a player. Now, if I'm like a terrible player and this is an auto win, then yeah, it's busted. But I don't think it's that bad. But Bandai was put in a bad spot, I think, with this because they wanted to keep printing good extra yellow cards. And they were like, man, every time we print one, we have to tiptoe around Frieza. So it just makes it easier for them. So I understand that. Let's go down here. Beerus Godly Majesty. I don't know why this card was banned. I don't think it was that bad. It was a free play card, but it was not. It's a 3 cost 15k attacker that lets you KO something, But I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad of a card, really. I don't. This one confuses me still. This card sucks. I don't like playing against this card. Pan the Great Whisperer blocker. Only one can be played. That's his permanent. If your life is 2 or less, when your leader card activates Awaken, you may play this card from your hand. Choose up to one of your yellow cards, switch it to active mode, and then negate its skills for the duration of the game. So when this card got first introduced, it was played with yellow. I think Pan Son Goku, the one that was just super aggressive, rip 2 life to restand, and it'd get down to 2. It would awaken, play this, and play another card. I think that's on this. That's limited. I think Heartfelt Plea, which is another great card that I hated. But I don't like this card. Like, it just restands that big 5-drop. Did not like it. Glad it's gone. This breaks my heart. Another leader that I played a lot. Father Son Kamehameha, Goku and Gohan. He is super aggressive. He's just dumb aggressive, and the big play turn was when you go to swing, rip 2 life, restand, awaken, and you can take another one. He becomes like a 25k triple strike. Then since he has Goku in his name, because it's Goku and Gohan on the Awakened side, you can play Feet Kamehameha, which gives him plus 15,000 and critical. So now he's a 35k critical triple strike. Good luck, and that's like maybe like turn 2 or 3. So it's pretty dumb. I had pretty good success. Well, not really. I'm not that good of a player, but I understand why this one's banned. Good card. Master Roshi Kamehameha Origins. Thank God this card was banned because it could recycle Dormant Potential Unleashed. Best believe if I was... Does it say if your leader card is green? Nope, doesn't. So best believe if I was playing like a mono green leader and I wanted to recycle my... Like, you can, if you really wanted to be that person, you can play 4 of him and 4 of the Dormant Potential Unleashed and just technically play 8 copies of Dormant Potential Unleashed, especially if you have a Unison card in play. So, good hit. Fine with it. No Escape Son Goku. Now I'm getting back into some older cards. I'm kind of like, why is this one? This one says Deflect, so it has counterplay. It can't be hit with counterplay skills. When you play this card, draw a card, and players can't use non-keyword skills to return battle cards in the battle area to their owner's hands during their turn for the duration of the game. This is probably supposed to be something like to hit Flute. Whatever. Okay. So this is the 5. Now we're getting into the stuff that breaks my heart. Double strike barrier. When this card is placed in the drop area from the battle area or combo area, is placed in the bottom of its owner's deck instead. Choose one of your black battle cards with energy cost of 5 and send it to its owner's warp. Play this card from the drop area. Jump to one of your black battle cards. So just another free play 25k double strike. Bandai has been on a tear about free play cards here lately. Secret Technique Paparoni. This is permanent. When this card is placed in the drop area from the battle area or combo area, is placed in the bottom of the deck instead. Choose one of your black battle cards with an energy cost of 2 and send it to its owner's warp. Play this card from your drop area. So just more free play stuff from the drop area because we've gone through. This is one that I had here. This is one that I have 3 of. Nigerishi from the Shadows. And again, it goes along with those other U3 cards. When this card is placed in the drop area from the battle area, blah, blah, blah. Choose one of your black battle cards with an energy cost of 3 and send it to its owner's warp. Play this card from the drop area. Right. And then this one. This is the big one. Critical. When this card is placed in the drop area. Choose up to one of your black battle cards with an energy cost of 4 and send it to its owner's warp. And play this card from the drop area. So, this stuff all here just worked super well with the Jax. They just did. And I had all of it. Oh, I don't think I had this. But I had this because it goes to the Trunks. And I had this because it goes with the Vegeta. And I recycled the Vegeta. That's another thing a lot of people are like, well, no, it sent it to the warp. So, no, it didn't recycle Vegeta. But and that's where he goes anyways when he's KO'd. So, just boop, boop. Here's the 4-drop for free. Here's this 4-drop for free. 20 critical, 19k. You know, really dumb. Really good. Oh, you. Gogeta Hero Revived. This guy. I'm going to take a sip of coffee on this one. This guy. I've played against many of times. And he is a menace. And I will not look forward to seeing him at Purge because I know I'll see him. He's triple strike, Union Fusion, for 5 energy instead of 7, 5, turn 5. Son Goku and Vegeta, toss it. Barrier Deflect. Sparking 10. If you have 5 or more, when you play this card, if you have 5 or more energy, choose one card from your life and place it in the drop area. And your opponent shuffles all their cards in their hand into their decks and draw 3 cards. So, this guy was a game ender. And most of the time he was played with Shenron. At least from what I've seen him. Blue Shenron. It's an old regular starter Shenron. And he's dumb. Dumb, because even now you still can't. He's got Barrier and Deflect. Now you have some counter cards, like specific counter cards that you can play. It says choose your opponent's battle card, but it still has Deflect. So it's just a hard card to get rid of. So, dumb. Glad it's gone. Dumb. Another dumb card that I'm glad it's gone. Android 21 Violent Predator. And this card has got some controversy to it because people feel like it's banned because this card specifically kept people from playing dual colored or kept people from playing monocolored. So it's a triple attack, 25k triple attack. When you play this card from your hand, choose all your opponent's non-multicolor energy and battle cards, ignoring barrier, negate their skills, and return to their owner's decks. All players who had cards return to their decks, shuffle their decks. This guy. This girl right here. Just, because of her, no one played monocolored decks. So, when Bandai decided that they wanted to support monocolors, they got rid of her. That's all it was. Like 25k triple attack isn't that bad. 8 cost is a little hard to get rid of, just as a spot removal, other than just KO a card because it has Deflect but doesn't have Barrier. But I mean, it's just limited deck building design, so it's a good thing this card is gone. Begrudging Respect Piccolo. When you play this card, if you placed a card in your energy area during your turn, if you play this card, if you placed a card in your energy during this turn's charge phase, and you have less energy than your opponent, choose one of your opponent's energy and place it in the drop area. I don't think it's that busted. this wasn't that bad of a card. I guess because it just limited design for the new stuff. I don't know. Not a bad card. Forced Ejection Mask Saiyan. Overwhelm 3 for 1 energy. If you've placed a card in your energy during your charge phase this turn, and you have less energy than your opponent, choose one of your opponent's energy and send it to the warp. I mean, for 1 energy, okay, I get it. Overwhelm decks are a thing, but not bad. Plan of Destruction. The leader card is a Goku Black or Zamasu card, and it gets 10,000 power for the duration of the battle. And if there is a total of 7 more energy between you and your opponent, place this card from your drop area energy in rest mode. Okay. I mean, I guess if you had 4 in hand, you can charge up to 4 or 5. I mean, you can charge a bunch of energy with it. So I don't like Ram decks, anyways. Turles, the Unstoppable Ghost Warrior. I love this card. It's such a good card. It's dual attack. Choose 2 black battle cards in your drop area with energy cost between 3 and 7 and place them at the bottom of your deck in any order and play this card from your hand. Sorry about that. I was going to sneeze, and I've realized that I think if I flip this up, it turns the mic off. So hopefully it's still catching this. Choose 1 card in your hand and place in the drop area. This card gets plus 5. I can see why he was busted at the time. He probably wouldn't be so bad now with Invajax. I think he's not too terrible. No, this card stays gone. People are like, he could be back to 1. No, this is just, no. Choose up to 1 card in your hand and add to your energy. No, stay gone. Unyielding Spirit Trunks is completely banned. I know it was down to limit at one point. During your turn, when you combo with this card, if your leader card is blue, choose one of your... Will you stop? She's trying to get in. Choose one of your energy and switch to active mode. It was like a non-costed Sensu Bean, I guess. To end Shinhan Returning Fire, it broke my heart when I saw this card get banned. When you play this card, your opponent can't switch energy to active mode with non-awakened skills until the end of your opponent's turn. The other card. If your opponent's leader card is red or blue, reduce energy cost. So yeah, it really messed with blue decks a whole lot. So I will be probably sideboarding this, just so you know. I'll probably be sideboarding this one too. Again, another card that I think is just sad. Which they've given us another card that's not as good against green, hand destruction, but that's what it is. Yeah. When the card from your hand is placed in your drop area by an opponent's skill, your opponent chooses 3 cards in their hand. 3 cards? That's rough. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this guy paired with the Beerus in his hand? Oh, I'm going to discard this card, and now I'm going to play him, draw 2, and now you're going to warp 3. That'd be dumb. I like that. Mercenary Tales, Ruthless Trainer. Yeah, I mean, I guess this card limited people from wanting to play hand destruction because hand destruction typically doesn't have good draw power. So yeah, I get it. Against green, I love it. Playing a guy who plays green, I hate it. So I get it. Zeno Button, I think this is a fair card to hit. Just a free, counter attack. Like, girl, attack. Oh, it's not in the gate, but I'm going to untap all my energy and I'm going to combo everything. And a rival, yeah. Good. Gone. Bad Ring Laser. Another card. Glad you're gone. Counter a counter. Place 1 yellow card from your hand to your drop area and negate the counter. I hate this card. I hate this card. There's been many times this card was paired with Gogeta. Blue, yellow, Gogeta. I'm going to swing. Oh, I actually pulled a counter card. Bad Ring Laser. Pitches yellow card. Hate. Bad Ring Laser. Unwavering Solidarity Shigesh. Now, Shigesh was a super combo that did a little bit something different for its time. So when you combo with this card, your leader card is yellow and your life is 4 or less. This card gains 10,000 power combo for the duration of the turn. Then choose up to 1 Saiyan in your hand with an energy cost of 3 or less and play it. This was banned because it just made the Path of the Greatness chain work way faster. Just play that 3 drop for free if you just super combo. So good. This card should still be a thing. It should just still be a thing. Send 3 cards from your drop area to your warp, draw a card, and your opponent may not activate counterplay skills for the duration of the turn. Counterplay. You can still counterattack. You can do counterplay. There's so many good counterplay cards now. I guess I get it because they really push for those counterplay cards for unisons, but this card would just shut all of it down. Like, you worry about that, Trunks? Not anymore. We'll draw a card, and now you just can't play them. I get it, but whatever. Bardock the progenitor? I don't know. Anyways. This guy is part of the reason why the chain was so busted. They kept him gone. They brought back another card, which was the 2-drop Goten, that was good. Doesn't have swap on it, though. But this card right here was the problem. Yeah. Good hit on this Bardock. You swap 2, doesn't cost you any energy, just go into your 2-drop. When you play this card, choose 1 card in your life and add it to your hand. So just a Self-Awakener, too. A Child's Wish. I'm going to take a sip on this one because I hate this card, too. It's a Desire card, which works with the Shenron cards, because all the Shenron leaders let you play Desire from your hand for free, up to how much energy you have. The leader card is a Shenron card. Choose 1 battle card in your drop area with 15,000 power or less, with an energy cost of 3 or less, and play it. It'll let you just play a free play card. A lot of people were playing this, I believe, with originally the Bulma. You can play the Bulma, untap 2, burst 2, draw 1. It really worked good with the Super Shenron. I think that's why it got hit, I think. This guy, Heightened Evolution Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku, the original. He didn't specify mono blue, so you can just untap energy. I think he choose 3 of your energy, yeah. So I think that's why he hit the reprint says mono blue. I think has a little bit more condition stuff to it. Legendary Flute. Bounce cards back to your hand. If your leader card is blue, chip to one of your opponent's battle cards or any cost of 3 or less and return it to his hand. If that card was your own battle card, draw a card. So it draws a card, you can bounce a 3-drop back to your hand for free. And there are certain cards that have the effects that just let you play it again. I understand this. And we're down to the limit cards. So that's all the banned cards. So really, if you look at the overall game, like we're going to set 14, there's really not a ton of cards on here. There really isn't. Like, was I around for the first ban? Probably I saw this one happen. I did not see this one happen, I don't think. Maybe I did, yeah. But I saw this one. Just look at the date. So I was around for the first card to ever be banned. You know, I remember when people were playing this and then they got banned. And people were like, "What? You got banned?" I remember that. Yeah. So yeah, I've been around when all this stuff was still. Where's the old Mecca Frieza? Where's it? Oh, it's a Reddit now. Yeah, it's a Reddit. Okay, we'll get to that. So these are your limit cards. You can only include a total of 1 copy of this card between your deck and side deck in tournaments. Only 1 copy. King Piccolo, the new ruler. Just a free double strike for play. If you have a red unison card in play with 3 or more markers on it, which is easy to get with the King Piccolo deck, play this card from your hand, and you can't play copies of this card for the turn. I don't think it's that bad. Well, it's free play, so it's that bad. Janemba Bewitching Blow. This is a card that I know I have, but I didn't know it was so dumb. Critical dual attack, and then at the end of your turn, send this card to its owner's warp. If you have 3 or more energy, you choose 1 of your blue skillless battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or 3 and return it to its owner's hand. Play this card in your hand. And you can't activate the active main skills on the copies of this card for the turn. Again, I think this is just Bandai trying to hit all the free play stuff. So you only have 1 of him. Here he is, this piece of crap. SS4 Son Goku, a heartfelt plea. I hate this card. Has Offering, which is either I have to crit a life or you get to draw 2 cards, which in the Pan Goku deck, it drew a lot of cards, I think. I think that's what people really playing that one, mainly playing that one. Or maybe the baby card, maybe it was the yellow baby. Anyways, just 1 of your red battle cards with 25,000 power or more and place it in your owner's drop area of your leader card. When your leader card activates Awakened, if SS4 Son Goku, a heartfelt plead, isn't in your playing battle area, you may play this card. I still think it's a good one-of because it's just a free play, 30k triple strike. Still a good finisher. Doesn't have deflect or barrier, right? But Yeah, I'm okay with it being at 1. Because I could be ready for it. Maybe. I mean, being at 1 might be a surprise. Oh, here he is. And it's like, oh god, there he is. Don't like the card, though. Just don't like it. Drum, Reign of Terror. Because of this card, King Piccolo just sucks now because he's going to have one of them. At the end of the battle, when this card is used in the combo, he's just really good. It's a barrier block. If you can play 4 of these and just like have 4 blockers on your field for free, yeah, it's just not. And it has barrier. Yeah. Bergamo, Ferocious Roar. Yeah, I can see why he was limited, but really, in any yellow deck that I've played so far, I haven't had a use for him. I just haven't. I don't know if I'm just playing it wrong. Probably am, but he's limited to 1. Whatever. Sure. Yep. Excuse me. Yep. This guy needed to be gone because of the newer promo Goku Junior leader that works with the whole Path to Greatness chain. He came out for free super easy. Yes. Boo. Boo. Trunks Elite Descent. When this card is played using Overwhelm, play up to 1 Vegeta Zeno card, and then energy cost of 3 from your deck in rest mode, and shuffle your deck. So you'd burst. You'd have at least 3. You'd have up to 5. You'd have up to 5 in your drop area, but you'd probably have at least 3. You can probably get 1 belt in the morning there if you really wanted to. If you had this guy in hand, Overwhelm for 1, play him, 15k swing, toss him, or play the 3 drop that lets you burst 5 more, and then you start going that whole mass sand stuff. So I understand. I played Vajax with this deck, with this card. Really good. Yeah, I'm glad you're only at 1. I hate this card. Cold Bloodlust. If your leader card is a Frieza army, the battle card being played with its skills negated for the duration of the turn. Yeah, I hate this card. I'm going to C4 this card in someone's deck during Purge. It's just dumb. Like, it just blanks a card. Just blanks it. Oh boy. At the very bottom of the page, too. I didn't realize he was the first card they limited, it looks like. Grow an Evil Life Form Cell. Place 1 Android 17 from your hand onto this card. Choose up to 1 cell with an energy cost of 5 from your deck and place on top of this card and shuffle your deck. That's not busted anymore, guys. Bandai, listen. It doesn't have deflect. It doesn't have barrier. The 5-drop does not have deflect. Does not have barrier. At the earliest you can do this is turn 2. And you're going to 5-drop out. And it's not that bad, especially if you got a Unison out with 2 markers out. You can counterplay that stuff. Nope, he's gone. Try that chain again. Oh my god, my door is going to be ripped apart. Please, Bandai, just free him. At this point, he's not that bad. He really isn't. I mean, I know there's a lot of horror stories. I played against Cell. This is one of the first competitive decks I built was the Cell, Android 1718 Cell. He's not that bad. I'm so tempted just to play it so I can just play him, but he's just not that bad. Alright, so. Now we go to the errata cards. Where's the errata? Yeah. I'm not worried about the best of 1 format. They're not playing best of 1. So these cards have had their text changed to say something different. Planet Vampa. This now says it used to be active main once per turn. Leader cards a red Broly BR card. And you add 1 card from your life to your hand. Look at the top 7 cards of the deck. Play up to 1 red Broly BR, Paragus BR, Bob BR, or Golemite BR card with 5,000 power or less among them. Shuffle your deck. If you play the card, choose 1 card in your hand and discard it. But now it has to have if you have no battle cards in play. So I don't know how bad this hurt the red BR Broly deck. There's a new one coming, I think, so I don't think this matters too much. Playing a Truffle. Well, this did hurt the card a little bit, so I've been told. Again, you have to have no battle cards in play. It's the same thing. If your leader card is a blue baby card and all your energy is mono blue, and you activate a counter skill or a mono blue card with an energy cost of 5 or less from your hand, reduce the energy card number 1. And now it says if you have no battle cards in play. So yeah, I guess that hurts it because there's a lot of counterplay battle cards now. So yeah. Dark Broly, the Vermilion Bloodline Dark Broly Demon Realm Ravager. His thing now says active main B. Oh no. Same thing with this one. Active main B. I don't know what B is, so I guess it's once per turn. Now, I think that's what this all means. Again, the deck's still good. Just a different engine on it now. This right here hurt King Vegeta so bad. It's now one. Oh, okay. B is one black energy. You have to spend energy now to do it. That's right. So these are all energy costs. They're not free. So you have to spend energy. You just can't play a bunch of frees. So there's a limit to how many you can play. This is red. Auto red. One red energy now. So it costs you one energy to play that 500 power card now in their opponent's battle area. So, and then add one card from your left to your hand, then play for one red staying card with 5,000 power from your deck in rest mode with skills negated for the game, then shuffle your deck. So this slowed it down so much. I really have to be. This one is really just like a cleanup errata because I play this because it used to say when this card attacks, draw a card, choose to one of your green using cards and switch it to rest mode, then add that card's power to this card's power for the battle. The card attacks, draw a card, choose to one of your green using cards in active mode and switch it to rest mode. So you're able to choose a rest mode card and switch it to rest mode because you can resolve as much as you can. Now it has to be in active mode to gain the power. So this is a cleanup errata. That's all it is. Cell Xeno, the unspeakable abomination. The first, was it the first? No, it wasn't the first. Errata SCR. And I'm glad they did. Because now it's a turn 5 card. It used to just have quadruple strike. Now it has to gain quadruple strike down at the bottom of the auto if you have 5 more energy. When this card is played, it's up to 3 cards in your opponent's hand, discard them, and this card gains quadruple strike and dual attack for the turn. Usually just gain dual attack. Now he just has quadruple strike and dual attack. So, much better card design with the errata. The Majin Quickening, it just slowed it down, which makes no sense because the card says the Quickening. But you have to have 3 energy now. So, I don't know how bad that hurt Majin Vegeta. I think this was mainly played in Majin Vegeta. Don't know how bad it hurt it. I haven't ran into any Majin Vegeta decks. So now the Dark Broly Paragus the Corrupted. Active battle now is once per turn. Choose one black battle card with 1,000 power in your hand and place it in its owner's drop area. So you just can't dump cards. Like used to, you just dump all of them and do it. So, yeah. This is the regular card is a black demon realm race. It just limited it to where it could be played. It can't just be a black leader. Catastrophic Blow. Thank God I hate this card so much. I hated being cat blowed 3 consecutive times. I complained and complained and complained and complained about this card every time that they asked us in the little survey after every set. I'm like, Catastrophic Blow, please hit it. Please hit it. It's so dumb. You can't interact with it. You get to turn 5 and you just lose. Like, it's like boom, 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 boom. Here's a swing. Boom. Hits that. Here's cat blow, cat blow. You can, like, wipe, I don't know, at least 4 in a turn. Now it's only once per turn. So it's limit 1. So you can only activate cat blow once per turn. So it's not just an automatic win you get a turn 5, unless they have the victory strike and you can have no answers, which is now like the main win condition for the deck. Vegex. This breaks my heart. He is now a burst 3. So now he's just like any other Black Saiyan leader. You just burst 3, so it's harder for him to get his free cards out on both sides, which sucks a lot. I'll still play him because I love the deck, but it just sucked. That was my main go-to. I think this is just a cleanup auto on that one. This is now auto. This is active main, so you can only do an active main and not on your opponent's turn. If all your energy is green, and you have a green battle card in play, play this card from your hand, then up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So it's active main, play it. It has to be 3. If you have 3 or more energy and you have TN Channel, the long way rematch in your play, your battle area. So he goes with another. It goes with another green card that is supposed to go with the World Tournament stuff. So, card named Dark Broly, Overwhelming Evil, auto once per turn. When a marker is removed from this card by a skill, your opponent chooses one card from their hand and discards. And now it says it by non-keyword skill. So it goes. So there's still a play around this. It still goes with that Deborah that you can just discard it during active main, and it's not. And it removes a marker from your when a card is removed from this card by a card skill. Now it's a non-keyword skill. That's an active main. It's not a keyword skill. So I think they were trying to, like, if it was spirit boost with that, that's what they were worried about with that one. So it just limits that card's design, but it's still good. Still really just in itself a good unison anyway. So oh god, thank God they just errated this one. So you can up to a maximum of 12. Used to, you with Vajex, again, another card play with Vajex when it's full powered, you could combo that card, and if you had, for each card in your drop area in your warp, so if you had like your whole deck in your drop, because Vajex can do that, almost, you can have like 1 or 2 cards in your drop, you could have like a card, like you could have like a 5k that in a 5k counter Goku 1-drop battle card, you can swing with that, and he'd be up like to 40k. Like, it's just dumb. Thank you. I will see this card during the Purge. I guarantee it. Now, what did they change on this one? Ah, okay. So active main once per turn, 2 blue energy, draw 2 cards. Now it's 4 energy, draw 2 cards. So used to, I guess that was the main issue. I didn't see a lot of this guy. At least I haven't seen a lot of him. This guy. Reduce the energy cost of this card by 1 for each battle card with 15,000 power in your drop area. It says reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1. So you can only play it from hand. It doesn't let you, like, because I guess there's cards that say choose a card that has X amount of energy, you know. So I understand that one. Just a little cleanup. Another little cleanup card, not really going to be of any kind of, these 2 cards aren't going to be of any importance. They just changed it to Trunks Future to work with other cards. Goku Black. Active main, if you have 2 or more blue energy, choose 1 card in your life, place it in your energy area. At the end of your turn, choose 1 of your energy and place it in a drop area. So he kind of works like cycle energy. If you have 2 or more blue energy, choose up to 1 card in your life and place it in your energy area. And you can't place cards in your energy area for the turn, at the end of your turn. So, okay, so it just, you can't just play a bunch of energy. But now, someone might play this one, because I have a couple people in our group that like Goku Black. Someone might play that one, maybe. And it says you may, so you don't have to choose. I don't think it's going to be of any concern. I don't think this one's going to be of any concern. This guy might be. This guy was a problem for a short period of time. The surge leaders, when they first came out, were dumb. Specifically, the Sun Goku and the blue-green Piccolo. Now, this one says, before, active main once per turn. If your life is 5 or less, and you choose 1 card under this card and place it in the drop area, choose 1. Now it says if it's your turn. The reason being was you could do this part, this big part here. It says choose all your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and gain skills for the duration of the turn. Or this card gains plus 10,000 power and critical for the duration of the turn. So on your opponent's turn, you can do that, and like they can go for like this big board. Well, no. Nope. They're dead. Or, like, if you're swinging for a lead and just need a combo, like, if there's not really a whole bunch of cards, well, I'm going to remove a card and he's going to bust 10,000 power. Like, yes, this card was dumb. It was, but, and this was just, really just, it was called goodcards.deck, I think, when it was out, because it just played good red and yellow stuff. That's all it did. So, this guy got errated to oblivion. Nobody played. Like, this is still playable, right? Like, you can make an aggressive deck now, and it's still good. Like, and even like being able to choose all your opponent's battle cards and barrier negate their skills for the duration of turns. So, like, even if it's on your turn, like if they have a bunch of blockers, you just lose blockers. Like, gosh, this cat. This is still decent. You can still play with this one. This guy sucks. Like, he's just bad. I said, used to be auto once per turn at the beginning of your turn. Look at the top card of your deck. Place the card on either the top or bottom of your deck, and then draw a card. Now it says at the beginning of your turn, look at the top card of your deck and place it on the top of the bottom of your deck. So it took away the draw a card. So what this guide used to do is you can look at the top card of your deck. Do you want that card or not? If you do, you put it back on top. If not, you put it at the bottom, and then you would draw a card. And then you would draw another one for the turn. So you draw 2 cards a turn. Now it's just like, look at it, boom, draw, or look at it, bottom, draw. So he was so good because he was just getting cards in hand. And again, he just became blue-green good stuff. They originally errated him. I think he's banned now. I think that's what the cards are. Yeah. These all got errated. Which I'm not super worried about. They're all banned now. All of them are banned. Placing the drop in battle. Placed in the bottom there. And this card is placed in the drop area from the battle area. Okay. Has to be removed. This guy caused a little bit of issue, I think. It said, before play this card from your drop area, and then your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and place in the drop area, you can't place Cell's Android Absorber for the duration of the turn. Now it says, play this card from the drop area, and then your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places in the drop area. You can't activate Cell Android's Absorber's active main skills for the duration of the turn. So you only do active main once per turn. So you can't. So originally, I think people were just going green, 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 discard a bunch of cards. This card now just isn't good. I remember when he was busted. Now it says choose up to 1 Broly BR card in battle and switch to active mode. Usually you can choose any battle card from in rest mode, switch to active mode. So now it's a little bit more. It's still decent. I mean, if you like the Broly BR stuff, they just made some more Broly BR stuff, I think, on the anniversary set. So it's still good. It's still very playable. World Peace. I'm going to take another sip of coffee here. This has turned into a pretty long video. But that's fine. It's fine. My Dragon Ball people will love it. Used to, if your leader card is a Shenron card, choose 1 battle card in your drop area energy cost less than or equal to the current energy and play it. So now it's an energy cost of 3 or less and play it. Used to, because you would play this with blue and objection, you would be like turn 3 and be able to get Gogeta out really easy. And Sparking 10 was easy to do with the Shenron stuff because you had the Dragon Balls that you play for free and draw on this. I mean, dumb. It should have been errated, so that's good. And they just did the same thing for the green version of the card. Porugna, savior of Namekians. So it says choose 1 battle card with energy cost of 3 or less. It used to be choose 1 battle card with energy cost that is equal to your current energy from your drop area. So again, he just had a built-in world peace at the time. So the nastiest deck I've ever seen with this one was you could play. There was a way to play Gogeta Hero Revived, Beerus the 7-drop that if you had no cards in hand, they just wiped your entire board. Which Gogeta put you down to 3 cards in hand, and when he swung, you had to discard 2. And then there was another card that you paired with. I can't remember which one it was that you'd play out with that. You can get all 3 of these big cards out to where you were going to you were going to get Beerus's effect of like destroying their entire board. And then on top of that, you were able to play like the 8-drop Victory Strike in there somehow. Like, it was super, super dumb. Super cool to see, because at the time, we weren't playing like a bunch of big cards. Well, we were, but it was so odd to see all those different cards. I built the deck. I didn't have Victory Strike, but I built the deck. It's dumb. It should have been hit. Maybe not to that extent. I would have gone 4. Because World Peace is a 4-costed card. Like, it has a 4 energy. Like, yeah, he got changed to, he's not in your battle area now, so we already talked about that. This one. The color. Not a big change there. Energy Exhaust, not a big change there. You can't play this card in any area if you have cards in your area other than this deck, other than your deck, hand, or life that are any other color than red. Not a big deal. They just changed all these. All of them. This says, I think his was just like a colon or something. Cards in your battle area can't be placed in the zone as drop areas by your leader card skills. So you can still put them in there with other skills. Yeah, your skills, leader card skills. The correct character name is Evil Wizard Bobbity, and this card is treated as Evil Wizard Bobbity, not just Bobbity. Okay, not a big deal. Death Bowl, you used to not have to do on your turn. Yeah, really card's Frieza card, he gets plus 15,000 power for the rest of the battle if it's your turn. And if it's your turn. If it's your turn, choose up to win your opponent's battle card. Okay, not a big deal. Oh boy! Super Shenron the Almighty. Boy, he was an almighty pain in the ass. He sure was. I will see this guy at Purge Night. Let me tell you a story. Have you ever played Solitaire? Very boring, very just, you play by yourself kind of game. You can do it. Maybe you have a good time playing Solitaire. I'm not a Solitaire kind of guy. There was a way that this was a turn 2 win. Because you would just play Solitaire. You would go over there and play Personal Ambition, draw a card or whatever, untap energy. Personal Ambition, draw a card, untap. Oh, Dragon Ball. And it just said choose 20 cards in your drop area and shovel them into your deck. And you can do it. The game is you want to get to 27 because you don't want to shuffle the Dragon Balls back in because you want to do the big, remove 7 Dragon Balls from the drop areas. You have to do 27 cards. But Dragon Ball cards let you draw cards. Personal Ambition let you draw a card, put you an extra card. And oh my gosh. And you can, once you get, you let yourself get hit to 4 life, and then you super combo, draw, just putting more cards in there. The 3-drop Bulma, you can get out there for free. It was, and it's still, and even with World Peace being a red, you could still do that 3-drop. It wasn't a big problem. Oh, you didn't hit 3, you can still get this 3-drop. Oh my gosh. It was just, oh my gosh. I will see this. And now it's 30 battle cards. And now it's almost impossible to do. They eradicated him to nobody plays him. But it's sad because this is just a fun card to play, but I'm just glad it's gone. Broly leader skills, it has to be a leader skill now. It does it. This permanent is now permanent. If this card's power is 40,000 power or more, your opponent may not activate counter skills during battle when this card is attacking. Permanent if your leader card is 40,000. If this card's power is 40,000 or more, and your leader card is a Red Saiyan card, so it had to be a Red Saiyan card. So that's not that bad. There's a bunch of Red Saiyans. You can still do it. Assimilate from your deck and add it to your hand. Then shuffle it from your deck and add it to your hand. From your deck and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. So I forgot to put then shuffle your deck. So you can just look at it, not shuffle it. Sun Goten. This is a promo leader. It looks like. Just forgot to put shuffle your deck. Not a big deal. No one plays this. And this guy. The character is described as Mass Saiyan. It's actually Blast Mass Saiyan. I'm sure I'll see him. He's good. Oh, what are we looking at here? Oh, so this card was printed and it didn't have a combo cost. So that was actually supposed to be a 1. Okay. That is a SCR. So that's an errated SCR too. Dragon Ball Secret Sorbet. This character's name is spelled Sorbet. The correct character name is Sorbet. And this card is treated as Sorbet, so they put Sorbet. It's actually Sorbet. Same thing with that leader card. From your deck. Another card. These are some of these cards I'm just not going to have to worry about for this opponent. This one maybe, and if. So it says, when you play this card, if you card is Broly, your opponent chooses one of the battle cards to KO it. If they don't KO a card this way, then instead choose 2 cards per hand plus drop area. Maybe. Oh, when this card attacks, this card gains plus 5,000 power for each card in their warp. When this card attacks for the duration of the turn. So he goes back to 30. So he can stay on there and just be huge for the duration. I wonder if a lot of people don't know that. That was kind of... Oh, yes, this fella. this guy. Oh man, I didn't ever play against this guy. Not very often, other than on our Purge night. But let me tell you what he does. So used to permanent. When you activate an extra card, extra card, you may choose one card in your life and add it to your hand. If you do, reduce the energy cost of this extra card by 1 for the duration of the turn. If this reduces the energy cost of the extra card to less than 1, you may activate this card's skill without paying the specified cost. So, notice that it says extra card, not mono yellow extra card, not yellow extra card, extra card. So, Senzu Beam, untap energy for free. I'm going to take a life, untap energy. And he's plus 5k for the turn. Oh, okay. Dumb. And then it could be 2 cost or less. 2 cost by 2. Like, it was just free. Less than 1. Oh my gosh. It's so dumb. Like, they read it during your opponent's turn when an extra card. Next card, you may choose one card. If you use this skill to add a card from your life to your hand, negate this skill for the duration of turn. So you only do it once per turn now. Oh, you can do it more than one on it. You know, I wonder if this guy is just better now. Like, if you really wanted to play Mecca Frieza, you can. It's just errated, but you can still like it still doesn't specify the color on this thing, so you can still Senzu Beam for free. Huh. Okay. Up to. Now choose one each. Then you have to choose something now. Okay. This guy's a problem. I've seen him at Purge night. So it used to say when you play this card, if your leader card is a Majin Buu, choose 2 of your energy and place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then take the top 2 cards of your deck and add them to your energy. So he's just like, let you ramp. It would choose 2 cards of energy and place them at the bottom of your deck. So it lets you shuffle through your deck and like ramp. And there was a way to. There's a way to do it. This guy. I like this guy. When you play this card, look at the top 7 cards at the top of your deck. Choose up to 2 red battle cards among them with 25,000 power or less. Other than this card, other than Evil Wizard Bobby, and play them, then shuffle your deck. If you have 6 or more energy now. So, what you could used to do is chain attack Trunks him into play because he's 15,000 or less. So you can turn 2 do it if you really wanted to. So, okay. Aha, this guy. So I will see this at Purge night. Used to they used to not have the super combo keyword, so you can play 4 of him and 4 of a card that said super combo and have technically 8 super combos. So I'll see him. Again, this one didn't have super combo. It's supposed to be a super combo. Here's the blue one, and here's the red one. The duo of Aid of Eldorados. So they all had one. So I will see this. There will be decks with 8 super combos. There will be. Okay. Warrior of the Gods Goku Black does not leave bounds areas due to skills, so he just stuck even with your own skills. Now it says your opponent's skills. Same thing on that one. Is that these are all Gohan Adolescents. It's Sun Gohan Adolescents. Okay. Frieza the Resurrected Golden Frieza Resurrected Terror. Choose up to 1 Golden Frieza Resurrected Terror. It doesn't have the Resurrected Terror. You can choose it. Huh. From you hand. Play this card from you hand. That's from your hand. Time Ring. In 4 more energy, choose 2 instead. Choose up to 2 instead. Add the shows up to 2 instead. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to worry about him. Don't worry about it just from hand. I don't have to worry about him. Nor this Bobbity. No one's really going to play him. Choose 1 Krillin among them to your hand. Ship to 1 Krillin among them and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Shuffle your deck. Please play the card according to the deck. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So the main cards I'm really, like in this, I'm going to have to worry about. Like, that are really like changing the game to run to make it better. Like most of these are just these super combos I'm gonna see. Like these Galactic Battle super combos I'm just gonna see. Like you're gonna see people run technically eight super combos, but because this doesn't have the super combo keyword skill, when the unerrated version with the unrated version, it's yeah, you're gonna see people at eight super combos if they know that that's a thing. Like this is set 3 because this is when they started introducing super combos. So yeah, there's gonna be people who know that and be like, oh, I can technically run 8 super combos. Yes, you can for Purge Night. I like this one. I will probably see it. I will probably see someone in our group will play Boo because I have a couple of people who love Boo. Someone will play this. I will see this leader, no doubt. Let's see. I'll see this, but it's not really going to be that big of an issue. I might see that one. I'll see this, no doubt. There's a lot of errata cards. I'll probably see 4 of these. I might see this. Might. I'll see that. I'll probably see that one. I'll definitely see these. These will be seen. A lot of these cards specifically, these right here, these Universe 3 robots, a lot of people ended up getting them and never really getting to play them. So I can see a lot of people playing these because they never really got to play them. Because this happened during like the pandemic stuff. So I can see a lot of people like, I never got to play these cards at full power. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. That's another reason why we're playing it. Like if you just never really get to play some of these cards and you love them so much, it might be like one of your favorite characters. I'm not gonna be surprised if I see both these because they're dumb. I might see this because we have some Goku Black fans in the game in our locals. Yeah, I mean I'll see this. If you're running a black card that bursts or what overwhelms, you're running that super combo. You just are for Purge Night. I'll see this. I know I'll see Vajax. I know I will. Full power Vajax with that U3 engine. Dumb. Super dumb. I might see this. I have one person who plays it, but I doubt it because everything else is going to be so much more busted. I might see this, but again, there's just going to be older stuff that's just going to be so busted. Like, I probably won't see anything much from all this other stuff. Like, the main stuff, like, I'll probably start seeing stuff from the robots down. Like, all this stuff I won't see because there's just so much more powerful stuff. Like this, I'll see Vajax. And after that, some of this other stuff isn't really going to matter. But as far as you get older cards, like, yep, you're going to see a bunch of them. So, yeah, so that's pretty much the banner. All those cards are just going to be all willy-nilly everywhere. So that's, you players who have played during those times when those cards were being played at, the unerrated, you guys know how busted those are. And for you guys that don't know that, oh boy. So just imagine the deck building that we're going to be able to do with like, oh, everything's on errata. Well, I'm going to ram this in there and budget and do this. It's going to be so busted. So, so what do you guys think? What deck should I play? Should I play Vajax? I have Vajax. I have all the Vajax stuff. I have the robots. Should I play Vajax? Should I try to play Super Shenron? I got all the stuff for that yellow Super Shenron. I should just play Solitaire all night? Should I do that? What do you guys think? If you had the opportunity to play whatever, with whatever cards, everything's on errata, what would you play? What would you play? If you just really wanted to, like, hurt somebody's feelings, what would you play? Let me know down in the comments. I have a deck idea of mine. It's not the best, but it's a deck that I really, really wanted to play because I really like the leader. I like what it does. And I didn't get to play it in its full power because soon after the cards I wanted to, when it started being played more and more in tournaments, I was like, oh, I really want to play this deck because I have all of it and it's so good and I love that leader. I love what it does. And then it just got smashed. So it's like, no, I never got to play it. So that's just one of the things. That's how I was like, I never get to play some of these cards. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.